Hello, welcome to the Climb to 1800. It is currently 12:42 a.m. on June 11th, which means that it is technically my birthday. So I'm technically 19 years old, although I wasn't actually born until June 11th at basically midnight. So technically speaking, I have about 12 more hours left of being 18. But still, technically it's my birthday, so happy birthday to me. And we are up against a Modern Defense, which I hate. Terrible birthday present. I guess it technically is my birthday until tomorrow, but we're not going to think about this too much. The only thing I'm debating is if I want to play f4 first. I think that the answer is just no, though. I think I just want to play knight to f3 and just be simple. Maybe take a lot of the center and not really think too much in the opening. But I really do hate playing the Modern Defense, and I just realized we're up against a basically 1800. I actually didn't look up at the ELO until just now, so that is pretty terrifying, but obviously I'm still going to do my best. I guess that he might want to play this move, but we're just gonna develop knights. I don't really see what's too wrong just yet. When in doubt, just knights to the center, take the center space with the pawns. I really need to learn an opening against the Modern, because I don't actually have one, to be fully frank. I usually should have gone f3, but I feel like when I go f3 I get too almost antsy. So let's just develop the bishops, castle, and kind of just play it safe. Okay, so opponent is definitely playing it weirdly. I guess that, I mean, he's might be playing for d5. That might be why he put his knight here. Everything is controlling this square, so if he plays d5 on the next move, then takes, and that does actually work. Here, and oh, my speakers are glitching out a little bit. But I'm not actually too afraid of that, so let's just develop a bishop and maybe castle. Why are my speakers absolutely flipping out? Ah, okay, sorry. I'm not sure if that even picked up on the microphone, but my speakers were hissing a little bit. Anyway, I actually, if my opponent wins this, he will be 1800, so I assume that he's going to try very hard, as he should. And, okay, does play the move. Now, I don't think I'm going to react, to be fully honest, because if he takes, then I'll just recapture with my knight, and then I'm very happy with the position. Everything's well defended. There's no chance that I take here. Then it would almost turn into like a Caro-Kann, and I don't really want that. I could push e5, but that almost looks a bit too aggressive, because I feel like after e5, he'll probably go c5. So instead of all of that, I think I'm just going to castle. Although maybe after e5, c5, d takes c5, I'm doing well. I'm not totally sure. Okay, let's not spend too much time. It's just the opening. Let's just bring the queen up. And, I mean, I'm not unhappy, right? Like, I'm not happy, but I'm not unhappy. Next order of business might be putting the bishop out over here, because his bishop is pretty strong. Mine might not be that strong. So, honestly, let's just do it. I see no reason not to. His knight is kind of dominated by my d5 pawn for the time being, so I'm happy with that. One thing I might want to consider, though, is moving this knight so that c3 becomes an option in the future. I doubt that he'll take here. I would be very surprised if he did. Yeah, he does not. Instead, he aims for this pawn. Now he is threatening to just capture it, actually. But I feel like that might actually just give me an excuse to play bishop to d3, because I didn't want to waste a tempo to do that, but I wanted to do that anyway. I could push, and I feel like he's actually almost goading me into pushing. But after pushing, he probably goes to g5, but actually, and then he's takes. And then here, then he has to go all the way back here. That actually might be pretty good. But none of that has to happen. Instead, I'm just going to bring my bishop out. Yeah, there's no reason to try to be all fancy when the simple moves work. Now, if he goes knight g5, I'm just going to take. If he takes this, I will definitely take with the knight, of course. Not trying to give up the bishop pair quite so early. However, there are probably about a million ways that this could go forward. And I'm not thinking too clearly because I'm pretty tired. It's pretty late. I don't actually know why I'm even playing a game this late, but I am. Because I need to get back on the chess grind. I've actually been off my grind for a little bit, which is not what you want to see for improvement. I've been plateaued around the 1650s for a while now, and I would love to get out of it. But we do what we can, right? An opponent is taking a think here. I feel like white probably is slightly better here, but probably not by much. Okay, I'm still just threatening, or not threatening, but I can still take here. That's a very valid option. Still play e5. I could actually even just go queen here, but I don't really see what that actually does. Oh, do you know what? I think that he actually wants to play bishop to h8. I think that might be why he played his rook over here, so that he can move his bishop on the next move. Now, whether that's a good move or not remains to be seen, but I think I'm just going to take to keep it simple. Okay, king takes, of course. Now let's just bring a rook over. No need to be fancy. And I'm just trying to stay up on time a little bit because I have a tendency, as you guys know, to waste eons in the opening when really just these small moves don't make much of a difference. Okay, it's worth noting that knight g4 isn't actually really a threat here because after knight g4 I play this and he isn't checkmating me because I actually have the knight guarding. However, it might be a good time to lock the center and go on an attack, right? And I think that actually is what I'm going to do. Maybe move my knight over to g3, start an attack, because I don't want to just play waiting moves forever. Yeah, what the heck, let's just do it. I'm tired of waiting. Because my opponent's biggest wish is definitely that I get impatient. But I also don't want to, like, just not play chess. They're playing a very passive opening, but and trying to take advantage of it too early is definitely a mistake. But I feel like it's getting to the point of the game where I should start looking for ways to make an opening. And honestly, let's just start sliding the knight over, right? This is also a decent move, I think, because it gives me c3 in the case of c5. However, that actually isn't true. Oh yeah, that is true. I was going to say that my bishop gets trapped, but I can actually drop it back to c2 then, so never mind. He does have a nice square on f4 for now, but honestly, in the future I might even just play g4. I might even just be tempted to play g4 and actually. And I do have a nice square here if I can actually figure out how to occupy it. Okay, how do I proceed? This is getting a little bit wonky. I almost want to bring my queen over, right? And then play, yeah, I want to play queen to g5 and then play knight g3, and then after takes, recapture with the queen so I can start pushing. So let's actually just do that. I see no reason to wait. I see no reason to wait. And then if he starts pushing like h6, it's getting a little bit questionable about his king safety. Okay. Now, I don't want to just blitz this move out because I don't want to get my queen trapped. But I don't think that it is going to get trapped. Because I have quite a few squares to go to. I could also drop it back here. That seems reasonable as well. But I want to keep maximum flexibility for my knights. And this is a square that my knights will not go to. So let's drop it back here. Now, of course, there is the consideration that I'm in the scope of the bishop. But I don't really see any world where it becomes an issue too soon. So let's not see ghosts. I tend to try to avoid X-rays a little bit too much. I feel like it is a good idea in principle, but if you do it too much, it can get to being a bad habit. Okay. Opponent has weakened this pawn pretty darn considerably, right? I'm looking at moves like this, and that seems like a massive threat. In fact, it looks so massive that I think I'm just going to play it. And then he's probably going to have to play g5, but after g5, I come in with my knight, and it looks like I have a major hook with h4. So we're going to see if opponent can hold it together. I'm hoping that the answer is no, but maybe the answer is yes. I mean, he cannot give me that pawn. If he gives me that pawn, it's lights out. Maybe he has to play knight to f6, right? But knight f6 is giving me ideas even like, I don't even know, like knight to oh my god, yeah, that gives me knight h5 check, winning this pawn. Yeah, he's in a bit of trouble, honestly. Or he's totally fine. It all depends on whatever defensive moves he can find right now. In fact, I think he is losing a pawn. I don't think he can save both this pawn and this pawn at once. However, maybe I'm just totally missing something. Very possible. But I definitely feel like this is going to be tricky for my opponent to navigate. And the time being spent right now is an indicator of that. I think that knight to f4 was a pretty darn critical move. The question is, after g5, knight h5 check, do I actually have anything? Or do I not? I might not. But you know what? We'll calculate it if it comes to that, which I think it will. I think it will come to that, because I don't see any other way for my opponent to play this. I was about to say maybe queen f7. I was literally about to say that. I was about to say maybe that move works. Okay, so I can still play this. This check. After this check, where does he go? It doesn't really matter. After here, he'll definitely capture with the knight, then takes and takes. Okay, I think that he might actually be totally fine. Maybe I was overreacting. I don't want to just take because that kind of just admits that he's doing just a-okay. I think I might have to. Yeah, I'm really not sure if there's a knockout punch that I really want there to be. I'm not sure if it exists. Because if I wait too long, then he's just going to take. And be totally chilling. Knight here, I think that he definitely take... Oh, no. Knight there, and he makes me check. Here, king there. Then what? Well, I could probably force a draw. I'm just going back and forth. If I take this knight, he has to recapture with this pawn. Because the other one is pinned, obviously. Then... Wait a minute. Captures, captures. Check. Captures. Captures. Wait. I might have a way to win right now. Captures, captures. Check. Basically has to capture. Then... Wait, no. Wait. I'm looking at a way where I can maybe win the rook. Check. Doesn't work, because he'll just play captures with the knight. But captures, captures. Check. Captures. Captures doesn't work, because then he can just capture the king. He's totally fine. And I think I'm spending too much time now. Oh no. Here comes classic Fambu. Here. No. Captures, captures. Check. He captures with the knight. That's the issue. And captures. It doesn't work. Wait, let me run through this one more time before I say that this doesn't work. Captures, right? Then captures. King captures. After this, yeah, he can always just take with the knight. So there really isn't anything. Okay, let's just try to win back some time with this move. But dang, I really thought I had something, but I guess that I never actually did. Yeah, he just moves there. Makes sense. Now I can play this. Captures, queen captures. Now he can even take this way. Wait, I might have actually messed up just now. No. Now this move is forced. I didn't have anything else, unfortunately. But yeah, I have no attack. Dang, I spent so much time for absolutely nothing. I was so close to having something that worked, but the knight on g8 just totally screwed me over. Maybe I still have some remnant of hope for an attack, but I really don't see how that would happen unless he gives me a few tempo to play like h4, h5. And even then, I'm not sure where it would really materialize. Now, if he takes this pawn... Okay. He does attack my queen. Makes sense. I don't have any fancy sacks. I might have to play back here, because after this, I really want to be able to recapture with the queen. I don't want to play this, because they'll probably even just push here. Although there, maybe I do actually have a sack. I don't think so, though. No. Let's just play simple chess. Let's play simple chess. And if he captures, I think I'll be happy, but like not ecstatic. I'll just be like, eh, okay. However, if he, yeah, excuse me, if he ever captures my e5 pawn, I'll definitely recapture with the rook, so that I can bring another piece into the attack, maybe double up my other rook. And I think that on the next move, I'm probably gonna capture here. If unless he captures me or does something else first, obviously. But what he does obviously remains to be seen. Okay, he captures. Obviously, we'll capture there. No real reason to think too hard. Obviously, he can't capture now because I have this fork. But I mean, I'm just gonna have to find a way through. It's as simple as that. I think that I will capture his pawn though on the next move, threatening this fork, which he'll obviously recapture with the queen, and then I'll just place my knight on e5. I know I said I would take with the rook, but I think that the knight is actually stronger placed there, and then I'll just have to deal with it from there. And I'm also down 3 minutes, so I'm gonna have to pick up the pace, of course, as I always do. Have to. Not. I don't always pick up the pace. I always have to pick up the pace, that is. Where's he trying to go? I guess he's trying to go there. Not totally afraid of that, though. Let's actually just capture, honestly. Maybe I played that move too fast, and it was a bad one, but I don't think it was. Because now, if he ever plays, like, knight to f5, I actually just have queen to g5 myself. And that should be pretty nice. And actually, after knight f5, I have quite a lot of pressure on this pawns, which might be a bit difficult to defend. So there are still tactics that might come on down the line. Still some life in the position. Not none. Yeah, of course he recaptures with the queen. That's the only move that makes any sense at all. Now we just go here with the knight. Oh, and now he's definitely going to play this, though. Because that cuts off the vision of the light squared bishop. Yeah, he's being very defensive. It's hard to break through at all. However, if he doesn't play this next move, I don't see what's going to stop me from taking here. Except for maybe a well-placed rook g8. But anything besides that, I'm not really sure what's going to happen. Maybe I'll even rook lift on the next move. Yeah, okay, so he does play that, of course. And that also attacks this pawn, by the way, so. I have a feeling that he's probably going to play rook here on the next move. Yeah, he's a tough nut to crack, that's for sure. Can't play here, that blunders this pawn, of course. So instead, let's... Wait, I'll play here, but then doesn't he just push this pawn and kind of... No, because then I'll go there attacking this. Yeah, this is going to get pretty nasty for both of us. Oh, I can't even play this now. So I'll probably have to play h3, g5 to have any hope at an attack. If he gives me time, though, I'll definitely put in a nice c3. But I have a feeling that this guy isn't going to give me anything for free. The only good thing in this position... Actually, that's not true. There are quite a few good things in this position. One of the nice things in this position is the fact that his light squared bishop is pretty much dead. Mine is not the best piece, but it's also not the worst. Okay, so that move just straight up threatens him taking this pawn. So let's just defend it, right? Let's just defend it. Nothing fancy. Next, we're probably going to rook lift. Obviously, not with the knight there. I mean, yeah, obviously not with the knight there, where it would just capture me. But in the future, for sure. Okay, so he's trying to kick me out, but now don't I just play queen to f3? I think I play queen to f3 and I'm happy. Or I could take here, because that comes with check. But then I'll probably just take. And then take, and nothing is really happening. In fact, after I play this, I'll almost definitely... No, that doesn't work. So I will play this. But now I'm under 5 minutes. I'm 2.5 minutes down on time. And it is 1:09 a.m., so my mental fortitude is lapsing, maybe a little bit. Hopefully not too much. I am attacking this pawn. He's going to have to defend it somehow. I also have to be wary of him moving this queen, setting up setting up an X-ray on my queen. So if he does play queen to h6, I will have to move my queen. I don't really have another choice. Oh, actually, I might have g4, but we'll cross that road if we come to it. Oh, wow. Instead, he just pushes his pawn. That's pretty darn aggressive. I think that I'm definitely going to just move my queen back up. I'm not going to think too much on it. And now it's actually looking like he's the one attacking me, which I'm not a fan of. So he's played this really well, I think. Because now he's pretty much the one having all the fun. What's the point of that king move? Oh, it's to get out of the X-ray, I think. So it's decent move. I almost want to play f3. I know that Ben Feingold says to never play f3, but I think that I am going to play it. f3, though, he can just push. No, but then takes, and then I take here. Yeah, let's play f3, actually. Oh, he's also defending his queen and his knight. No. f3 is the move here, though. I'm pretty confident about that. Mainly because after the captures take place, I will be able to bring in my rooks into bring my rooks into the attack. Because right now they're both kind of playing very passively. My A rook especially, and I hope that the F file becomes an avenue of attack, which it isn't right now, obviously. But yeah, this game is looking like anybody's game still, honestly. I don't think that either one of us has a massive advantage. If anything, Black might be a little bit better just because he's kind of the one with all the aggression right now, but his light squared bishop at the same time is pretty weak, so maybe not. I'm very bad at evaluating positions. I was going to say positions like this, but never mind, just full stop, just positions in general. And I mean, we're going to see how opponent responds, but it's getting pretty close to being time trouble for both of us. Wow, opponent wants to liquefy. I really don't want to. I'm going to be honest, I really don't want to. In fact, I don't want to so much so that I'm going to play queen to g3. However, maybe after knight back to f5, it's a repetition. Maybe not. I just did not want to trade queens there because that seems like it's giving him too much play. However, maybe I had to. I'm kind of regretting not trading queens right now. Trading queens and taking here, and then trading the rook seems so much simpler than whatever I've just walked into. But you know what? Let's keep pieces on the board. I'm not trying to have no fun. I'm trying to have fun. Oh, that's an interesting move. One that I certainly did not see, actually. Pretty annoying. I can't take there, because you can take me first and then take my knight. I think I am going to have to play queen here, but then I'll just take and then takes. Yeah. Okay, so I should be okay, but actually I hate this now. I really wish I would have just traded queens. Yeah, why didn't I just trade queens? Sometimes I try to be too fancy, and then it bites me in the butt. But it is what it is. If he takes here, of course I'll take back with the knight. Oh no, or even better, I'll play rook here. So then if he takes, then takes. Maybe I have something. Actually, no. If he does take, I will take back with the knight. Just try to keep it simple. And then play rook f1, and then I should be fine. But yeah, definitely not the attacking game I wanted it to be. Okay, well, I guess I'll stay true to my word. I could also take here, then after takes. You know what? That actually does seem simpler. Let's just do that in the interest of saving time and keeping things simple. Okay, now we're getting into a very clear endgame. I could have probably led to this in a prettier way, but I didn't. So that's something. He's gonna have to defend this pawn, yeah. So he does opt to just push it. Honestly, I think that I'm just going to push my pawn because I really don't want to double my pawns. And I think that I can win it pretty easily in the future. But taking actually, no. I take it back. Why wouldn't I just keep it simple? Keep it simple is the name of the game. I hate myself. I hate myself so much. Did I really? That's ridiculous that I just did that. Oh gosh. And I just give up my bishop too. Resignation time. So embarrassing. So embarrassing. I was winning a move ago. I played literally anything. Like knight. Why don't I just go back to e4? Oh my god, I hate myself so much. Terrible. So terrible an ending to that. I was playing fine. Yeah, I was winning the entire game. Oh my gosh. And then I just blunder a one mover. So terrible. I was winning the entire game. Okay, well that's a bit heartbreaking. Let's quick review. I'm not gonna analyze this too much. I'm too tired and too sad right now. He makes a mistake, then I should have just take. Yeah, this is fine. I guess I shouldn't have brought my rook, and I should have just pushed earlier. I pushed on the next move there, so I guess I was fine. And here I'm literally +2. I'm so much better here. Queen g5 isn't great, but yeah, I wanted me to just be aggressive because I wasn't aggressive enough. Yeah, then f4 is phenomenal, and then I just kind of throw it away. Should have taken. I thought that after takes though. And I guess I have queen h3. Fair enough. But yeah, queen h3 is good. Wow, I actually can't believe what just happened. Okay, a bunch of trades happened, and then I put my stuff. All this is fine. All this is fine. All this is fine. Nothing great, nothing bad. I'm just keeping my advantage. keeping my advantage, and then I freaking blunder it so dumbly. So stupid. Terrible. You know, I don't know what to say about that. Like, what do I say? I was winning the entire game. I played a great game, honestly. And then just that happens. It would have been a great game if I had just not blundered that. And I had great winning chances after that, too. Okay, well, don't judge me too harshly. I'm pretty tired. It's past 1 a.m. for me, but wow, I'm so disappointed right now. But I guess that's sometimes how it goes. Chess is a game of emotions for sure. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night. But wow, am I so disappointed right now. Adios.